Today we're going to use the SolidWorks Mold Tools interface to design an injection mold for a phone case. This is important to make sure that you are able to manufacture your part that you design in SolidWorks. Once we have our part, we are ready to make the mold. We will show the mold tools on the toolbar. You can do this by right-clicking and check Marking Mold Tools. This is divided into 4 different areas: Surface Prep Tools, Analysis Tools, Model Prep Tools, and Mold Tools. On the Mold Tools tab, you can use different evaluation tools such as draft analysis, undercut analysis, and parting line analysis. These can also be found under the Evaluate tab. The first thing we will do is draft analysis. The part will need to have drafts so the mold can easily come apart, and the part will not stick to the mold. Draft analysis will show 3 different colors. Green, this is the positive draft. The positive direction shows which way the cavity or core will be pulled from the part. Red will be the negative draft, and yellow is where the part needs a draft. On our part, there's quite a bit of yellow, so we need to draft multiple areas of this phone case. If there are multiple yellow areas, click the green check mark, and the draft analysis colors will continue displaying on the screen. This makes it easy to draft the correct faces. The draft feature is conveniently located under the Mold Tools tab. Once you have drafted all the necessary faces, one side of the part should be green and the other should be red. Now you can turn off draft analysis just by clicking the highlighted area. The next step is to look at undercut analysis. This analysis will show if there are any occluded undercuts. These areas will require a lifter or a runner. Thankfully, our part does not have any occluded undercuts, so we don't have to worry about that. Now that we have used these analysis, we know that our part is moldable, and we can begin building the mold. Under the Mold Tools tab, there is an Insert Mold Folders. This will insert a Surface Bodies folder into your mold tree. For the rest of the process, we will use the Mold Tools left to right to create the mold. The parting line will be where the cavity and core molds meet, and where the seam will be on your part once it is injection molded. The parting line shows the messages to use the draft analysis, and you can check use for core cavity split, and it will automatically choose where the parting line will be depending on the direction of pull. This direction of pull should be the same that you use for the draft analysis early. The next step is one of the most important steps: shut off surfaces. This is a step that if it is not completed correctly, you will not be able to continue building your mold. You will know when you have to shut off all surfaces because the holes will not be filled. There can be redundant loops, but you will just need to delete one of the loops depending on which side you want the cavity to be extruded. We will show this later on. So from going left to right on the mold tools, we now need to use parting surfaces. This will be your parting line you made earlier and create a surface. To finally create the tooling, we will use the tooling split tool.
Yeah, so this is going to be a super awkward gap. So we'll just cut it out.
To finally create the tooling, we will use the tooling split tool. We will need to select the plane and create a sketch that is inside the plane. We're now just going through making the mold for the actual phone case. You can see that we put a 15 millimeter space from the edge of the phone case all the way around. Now once you exit the sketch, we will choose a block size. Once we press OK, we now have the 3 different parts. We can save these individual parts by looking at our model tree and right-clicking on the folder Solid Bodies and choosing Save Bodies. We are saving these files in 3 different folders.
So now we're saving a sub-assembly, or this assembly. It's not different folders, different files. Same thing.
So now by clicking yes on these 3, we're able to open the whole entire assembly. So now that we go to the folder that we saved these in, an assembly is also saved. If we open that up, we can explode the view. Now we can see what the mold will look like. And there's our finished phone case.